everyone, welcome back to another week of Weekly Pickups of your host, Polish Gaming. Now this week we've got an interesting one. Sadly, I'm sorry to the bundles that I've still got. Sam, Sean and Winston, they're still sitting there. I'm piling them. I keep buying games, so I can't help it. First this week is Trade Me. This comes from a username Chuck Rock. Pretty cool reference to the old, let's have a look. Where are we here? No, I have it. I know I have it. So I should really be ready for these things. No, I'm going to say it. Chuck Rock. I still need to get Chuck Rock 2, Son of Chuck Rock. So, had to get that one. But first, this week, it is... Oh, I've got it around the wrong way. There you go. Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishment. Now, this one this week is $12. I've been on the hunt for this one for quite a while, but it's always like about $30. But this week, managed to get it for $12. And on top of that, it's $72.94. Sadly, that one is sold but new. So, it's not $72. It's around about... Normally sits around about $30, $40. So, pretty stoked to get that one off the list. Next one here is Le Tour de France. Now this one here is $23 I paid for it. This is, there are actually no sold listings of this. It's quite an uncommon game, but $16.73 was the unsold version. That was, and of course that was just a bid. No, I think it might have been a buy now, but I've never seen any of the Le Tour de France games come up in New Zealand on the Trade Me, so I had to grab it when I could. On top of that, I do have Le Tour de France, the 100th edition. I think that's 2013. I think this is a 2011 version. So yeah, that's pretty stoked to get that one off the list. This next one here was actually a pretty good steal. Walked into EB Games to go find some Pokemon stuff and thought I'd check the retro section out. Bang! The Punisher. Awesome part about it is $24. That is a steal. Now I was actually about to I was about to buy this off Winston. So, of course, when I got it for 24, I was like, hey man, I'm really sorry about this, but I was going to get it for 50, which is still a score because these go for on eBay for $82.12. So I'm pretty stoked. It's really good condition. Stoked to have that one, and any Marvel game I'm stoked with. Next one here is actually very uncommon for the 360. It's from Trade Me member Highly Suspect, or Harry Veal there. Yeah, Eye in the Sky. Feels like the game's... No, it's just the manual. Eye in the Sky Invasion. Now this is a very uncommon, more rare on the side of Xbox 360. That's $150 I paid for this one. On eBay this week, it sits at $222.96. Very rare and uncommon. Well, very rare. It's not uncommon. This is one that I'm very surprised showed up in New Zealand. So stoked to get that one. There it goes. And next one here from Highly Suspect is Spider-Man Edge of Time. Now this one here I paid $80 for, and on eBay this week it sits at $93.24. This rounds out my Spider-Man subset, so I'm fully finished all the subset. I'm surprised I haven't got this earlier. This has been on my radar for ages, and I finally just gave up. And I just messaged Harry personally. I was like, hey man, I'm pretty keen on that one as well. Can you put that on Afterpay? So done. Grab that as well. Next one here is, now the reason why I'm in front of the Sega shelf this week. Always good when I'm in front of the Sega shelf, so I've got some Sega this week. And for this one, first one is from Trade Me, username N14 Pulsar. This one here, WWF Steel Cage Challenge. $60 I paid for this one, and now this one is on eBay at $104.77. Pretty stoked to get this one, but I'm a little bit gutted on this one. You can't really see it, but you'll see a bit of yellow staining there. Yellow sticker staining there. Sticker staining there. Of course, this was an X-Rental. I didn't know that at the time. And on top, not sure if you can see that, but it's pretty bad on the bottom there. So, that does go in it, but I will look at... but now the good part about it is, all I have to really look at is basically getting a cover upgrade. So, it doesn't really matter. Even if someone might have just the case or insert or anything like that, I don't even have to get it with a manual. So, I've got the manual, so that's all. That's all. Yeah, it's pretty good to get that. So, stoked off the list. Now, next one here is from good mate Boston here. Now, he came up to me and he was like, would you like to buy this? Of course, I was like, yes, of course I will. Boom. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. This is, of course, Tenkaichi, predecessor to Tenkaichi 1, 2, and 3. And this one is, I paid $60 for this from Boston. And on eBay this week, it sits at $70.39. It does have a bit higher price on it, just because of the sheer fact that retail new games are kind of, retail physical disc games, they're a little bit more uncommon to get, so people are kind of paying high premiums for them. But stoked to get that one because I do want to play that game, and I didn't really want to put it on my 360 because then I'll roll my gamer score on it. Now the next one here is from good mates as well, Loretta and Jamie. They had this one lying around that they just, I don't even know where they came across it, but New Super Mario Bros. And this is a Selects version. So normally I don't collect the Nintendo Selects version, but hey, they gave it to me for free. On eBay this week, it actually sits at a $29.31. So not too bad, but yeah, I don't collect, I don't go down the route of Selects, but pretty cool to have it. Now that gives me 2 Selects. I have one on the Wii U and one on the Wii. So this will go on my collection. Cheers, Vera and Jamie, for that one. Now, next one here is from good mates as well here, Nikki and James. They also had some free games that they got to some mates. So first one here is Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Now, this one here is, of course, got all of these ones I got for free. So this one sits at $13.60 on eBay. Next one here is Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain Day 1 Edition. Once again, free, and on top of that sits at $14.06 on eBay. This one even comes with the map and everything, so pretty stoked with that, because this is where they started to change into no manuals. So this game doesn't come with a manual. And next one here is for PS4, Rabbids Invasion interactive TV show. Nothing too major, snicker fritzy stuff, but $9.66. So add to my PS4 and PS3 collection, because I really don't have much. Now, next one here is from NZ Retro member Winston Dunlop. Now, this is Metal Arms, Glitch in the System. This one here I paid $40. A little bit on this one this week. It sits a little bit under. It's at $32.72 on eBay, but almost could make myself feel good. There was one that went for $80 on there, so it's not too bad. Regardless, it's cool to put some GameCube stuff in the collection, and yeah, it's not too bad, that one. Now, the next one here is from Andrew Woe, all the way in Australia. Cheers for this one. This is a good pickup here. First one here is Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle 3. Now, that one I paid $55 for. And on eBay this week, it sits at $87.30. So, pretty good. I do have Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle 1. That was a real favourite of mine when my parents, when we all went to England, and they got me a few games. So that was a pretty cool one to get, and stoked to get that off the list of Game Boy Color games as well. Next one here is Quest for Camelot. Game Boy Color again. So I paid $55, and on eBay this week, it sits nearly right there, $56.57. Cool to get the Oz label on these ones as well. And next one here is Power Stone. Now, this one I paid $75 for. It's a little bit steep, I know, but and really the only reason for this is because I just wanted an upgrade. My one didn't work from years ago, so I'm just upgrading it. So this gets Frankenstein some cases together to make the best case for something else that's broken. But Power Stone, yeah, $75. I did make myself want to feel good, so I found the highest price one, which is $81.47. That's not brand new, but normally this sits around about $40 to $50. So a little bit high up than I paid for it, but it's a Dreamcast game. You don't get them too often, and on top of that, I needed that to get. That means I only need one more game. No, that was the last game for Dreamcast, and now they all work. So I like to kind of drill it in my head to get these games and find them again. So I've been doing pretty well on that. Now, next one here is Outtrigger. Not to be mistaken by Outrigger, which I thought it was until I saw the 2 T's, and then you hear the intro, it's like, Outtrigger. It's like they should have put a space in it if they're going to say it like that. $75 for this one. And on eBay this week, it sits at $112.54. Once again, a little bit, I embellished on a little bit. Normally sits around about $75. So it's what it goes for, but yeah, this one I wanted to find a little bit of a higher price one to make myself feel a bit better. And last one here, but not least, it's something that I wouldn't normally go down the route of with Wii U. I do have a few sets like this, but I kind of don't go down the special edition sets for Wii U unless they're there and they're cheap. But this one, I couldn't say no to. I know how much they are. Skylanders Trap Team for the Wii U. Now, this is the, what is it called? The Dark Edition Starter Pack. $250 I paid for this one. Now, there are none on eBay. They're all Wii. They're all PS3 or Xbox 360. None of them in the Dark Edition for the Wii U. So it's very hard to find, but I'm basing this off price charting, as you'll see in the price here. $337.41, as this is new. It hasn't been opened. So that's pretty cool to get that. And I don't know where I'm going to put it. I think I might just put it on the wall over there somewhere. So I actually don't know. I'm almost contemplating taking this down because I just want Seagull on this wall now. So I think I'm going to do a bit of changing soon. But that is me for this week. I've got now, for the totals this week, we have got Xbox 360. That's $1,299 this week. So onto that $1,300 most likely. Actually, I have bought something, so if it arrives this week, most likely I'll be at $1,300. But that is variants included, so it's not the full set. I think I'm still 137 away from a full set, so getting pretty close. Iron Sky was cool to get that off the list. And PS2 only went up 1 this week, so 915. Master System, 257, leaving me with 26 left for a full set. Now, when I look at the 26 left, it's because it doesn't count cards. So I do have, I will count the cards, so really it's about 32, so all up. So I'm not too far off a full set. And PS5, sad, 8. I've got 8 games in it, because I don't collect for PS5, neither do I collect really for Xbox Series X. I just get games that come up for cheap. But Wii, 291, that's not too bad, getting up there as well. PS3, 28, not too much, and PS4, 26, not too great. GameCube, 64, and on the rise. Like I said, I most likely will hit 100 by the end of it, hopefully. No, actually, maybe not. I'll be very close to, though. Game Boy Color, it sits at an abysmal 14. So, but it's also mixed in. Like Game Boy is very hard to get stuff for. So, Dreamcast, 146. I believe that leaves me with 84 left for a full set. And for the Wii U, 145. I believe I'm also 26 on 26 or 25 left for a full set on that. Very close to full sets on a few of these systems, but some of the stuff is a little bit harder to come by. But yeah, so that sets my total at 5,433. So it's not too bad, getting up there, nearly hitting that 5,500 mark. We'll do a nice little milestone. Whoop, whoop. And yeah, so that's me for this week. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel here. And don't forget to ring that notification bell. Get notified on all my videos that come out, so you can get notified in a normal way. Yeah, Pokemon's still going hard as well. Still searching things. Just finding packs. Pretty much pack stuff. I've got some few stuff coming in, hopefully by October. End of October and maybe November. Which is a pretty cool Venusaur and Blastoise EX set that comes for... It's got Stellar and Surging in it, so that'll be quite fun. I'll still open those packs, even though I don't finish Surging. If I get something good in it, sell it off. And also, I do have a Prismatic Surprise Box. Lucky to get that. What else did I get? Build and Battle Destined Rivals deck. What else did I got? Got other things as well. A few other things. And of course, I got my Prismatic figurine set, so that will be also awesome. But that's still getting held up. I'm waiting for that one to come in. But other than that, that's me. Done for this week. So, till I see you when I'm looking at you. Have a good day.